and
We are live.
we're live.
We're live. Live.
We're live, love.
Yes, we almost
Good
missed going
morning.
live because we were too busy yapping. Just kind
Chatting
of
about Taylor Swift.
Yeah, it's normal.
That's so weird for us. Like, no one could have predicted that.
No.
Yo. So here we are, another Friday. I don't know about you, Michelle, but I just can't believe it's Friday again. Like,
I know.
What is happening with the time? It's speeding up.
Did we have a bank holiday this week? It wasn't this week. It was last week, wasn't it? Was it this week?
Yeah, last week. Was it last week? Yes. No. Yes, it was last week, like a week last Monday.
Yeah, that's just. I think that's kind of just like setting me off. I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hang on, but I can't even believe it. I know. Got my sister's 50th birthday party tomorrow.
Yay!
Looking forward to that.
Nice.
And then my daughter's birthday in 2 weeks, and she's going to be 27. For fuck's sake, I can't believe it. Literally can't believe it. She's like, "Oh, I'm going to have a 30-year-old in a couple of years."
I know.
I'm like, what? It can't be right because I'm still in my 30s. Exactly. So I don't. The maths just isn't mathing.
Oliver, we were talking about your daughter, and I said, "Oh yes, she's in a sort of like mid to late 20s." She goes, "Well, how is that possible?" I was like, "Because that's how old she is." And she goes, "But Felice's only 30."
Oh, bless him.
I know. You've got a fan. I was like, "No, Felice is older than me."
Do you know, I'm always so somebody said this to me yesterday. She was like, how do you have a daughter that old and it's legal? So I'm really conflicted about this. When people make jokes or make comments about how young I look, I kind of go, oh, thank you. But then at the same time, I rage against it because I'm like, no, I'm a feminist. We shouldn't be complimenting women for looking young. Compliment women for looking good.
Yeah,
but
you look good. So good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. So I am the age I am.
You look 20 years younger than me. So that's according to my child. So that was nice.
But to be fair, he only sees me on the little screen. He's never actually seen me in real life. Soon. Couple of weeks. I'm coming up to see you.
Yeah, I know. Do one of these.
Yes.
And you could sit next to me. Like, this see here.
I know. I think we should do that. I think we should. Yeah, I should come up on the Thursday, and we should do the Friday podcast together. I don't know technically how it would work with our 2 mics and stuff, but we'll figure it out.
We'll just use 1 mic.
We just have 1 mic. We'll be like that, little singers.
The phallic mic.
Yeah. Anyway, if you're joining us, welcome.
Yeah.
To WTF, Women Talking Facts. This is the weekly live that Michelle and I have been doing for almost a year now. Mm-hmm. And it basically came about because Michelle and I were forever in each other's DMs sharing examples of stories that we had come across, tweets, social media posts, things in the news, and raging about it amongst ourselves. And then at some point we said, you know what, we are hilarious when we do this.
Well, generally.
And I think it'd be wrong for us not to share this with other people. So we decided to do a podcast. I think it was like in the run up to some of the election stuff last year as well. So there's a lot going on. Mm-hmm. And so, WTF was born. So we have been doing it every week pretty much. I think we've only missed like 4 weeks out of the last year. And if you haven't been before, basically we bring a selection of the most atrocious things we have seen on the internet this week, and we will get into them. Now, we realized quite quickly that this was quite depressing for the people watching. So after about a month or so, we added a final category, which is our FAFO, where we try and give examples of people who got their comeuppance, because we do like a bit of justice. Mm-hmm. And you know me, very much love the kind of vigilante shit. We were just talking about that. Taylor's
being a menace.
There, you didn't know? Yeah, menacing. I do like being a menace. Yeah. And so I do like, I do take joy from other people's pain if they have been objectively awful. So, and I don't feel bad about it.
I was talking about you on a podcast yesterday. So, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You say nice,
So
nice
now
things.
how I'm a menace because of, led by Felice.
Yeah. I just like women,
I'm a
you know
menace
what?
to
Women,
t-shirts.
yeah, we could be meaner. And I think we should be. So that's my view. That I will always encourage women to be a menace and petty and childish. And I enjoy it very much when I see it. So yes, so we have a few examples that will probably piss you off. And then we also have one that hopefully will make the world right again. And obviously everything that we share, if you have any feelings about it, you want to share your personal outrage or feelings, just chuck them in the chat. Disclaimer, I have to keep saying this. If you put comments in the chat on LinkedIn, they are public. So just want to make sure that you're aware. Other people will see those comments on LinkedIn. Obviously, if you want to share with us privately your thoughts, you can always DM us. We're more than happy to rage and the privacy of our DMs. But yes, any thoughts, feelings you have. And obviously, if you see any examples out in the wild, do please share them with us. Willow actually shared a couple with me this week in the DMs, and it's just reminded me that I didn't reply to her. So Willow, if you're watching, because I know that you're a regular, I will get back to you, I promise.
Yeah.
We've had a little message from Paul. Hey, Paul. Hope you're both good. I love justice. Bring it on. All right. Hopefully, Paul, you're going to enjoy this segment. Just a quick intro. I'm Felice, founder of Loud Women.
I love that. So what we're doing now? Oh yes, this bit.
What am I doing? What's next? Founder of Loud Women. So I help other women being absolute bloody menace online. I don't. I do sometimes, but I don't. No, I help women mostly with their marketing, messaging, and social media. But I help them to show up in a way that's authentic and bold, and just say the fucking thing that they want to say, basically.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes, me. Sorry. This energy today.
Lovely co-host.
I'm really tired, but also really like hyper. So this is like a weird. I don't know what's going on.
This should be fun then.
Yeah. Anyway, so yes, my name is Michelle Minikin. I am an organizational psychologist, guide, and author of the book Good Girl Deprogramming. It looks at all of the ways that women and girls are kept behaving by society and what we can do about it.
Yes, and things like this is part of what we can do about it, but calling out the bullshit. Out the bullshit and helping other women that may not necessarily see all of this quite as clearly yet because of the conditioning and because they're so fucking used to it. And give women the tools and the language to be able to challenge this and talk about it. Now, before we start, we do have to do our now traditional WTF weather this Friday. So we are opposite end of the country. It is glorious sunshine today. Everything's sopping wet because it rained all night, but it's glorious sunshine and it's warm.
So today in the northeast of England, we're going to have highs of 19 degrees. It was really sunny, but it's got like massive clouds. So there's lots of blue and clouds. So yeah, it's about 17 degrees today. I have a cardigan and socks and a blanket.
See,
my dad who lives in Kent. My dad put the heating on this week in Kent. He's like a southern softy now. It's like
I've seen quite a few people saying they're putting the heating on, and it's not. I think it depends on where you live. So I have.
Is it November? Is all I'm saying. Put a cardigan on.
I have big giant, and I get the sun on these windows all day long. So this room gets very, very hot. So maybe if I was living somewhere different, I might have put the heating on. But no, it's still very warm. It's still summer. It's still summer. I'm clinging on.
It's not then.
Just once. I love how you turned into a weather presenter as well at the beginning. Today weather will be highs of.
I know. I looked on the BBC weather report, so I didn't know because I have
been outside to feed the window.
I didn't know what it was. I went out.
Sits by the window. Let me just check the weather report.
I don't know. It's the windows here.
Anyway, enough fucking about.
Yeah, sorry.
Enough fucking about. Let's get on. All right.
Right.
Okay. Which one do you want to? Might as well jump in because there is no.
there's stuff that we missed
worse,
out
yeah.
because it's too harrowing actually this week. So this is like the tamest of a really bad bunch. Yeah.
Just a side note, when there are things that are especially horrific, we don't always cover it on here just because of the lightness of the way we what am I trying to say? The lightheartedness that we try and
sometimes
bring
it's too much, and yeah.
It's perimenopause as well, like just words just fall out of my head. Yeah, because we do try and bring a little bit of dark humor to this, there are some stories that we don't talk about on here because they are too horrific, and also just huge trigger warning for people.
Nobody wants to see us crying, so yeah.
No, well, we have cried on here, covering some stories. So yes, we are not ignoring things that are particularly horrific that are happening around the world. It's just this isn't the right place for us to talk about them.
Yeah.
Having said that, they're still pretty bad. So yeah. So which one are we going with first?
Oh, I don't know. Let's just start with Angela.
Yeah.
Because obviously we're friends, so she's on first name terms.
Yes.
So, if you've been alive this week, you will see, we've seen all of the shit that Angela Rayner's been getting about how many houses she has and how much tax she's avoided, and yeah, and just everybody gunning for her. And she's like, yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't realize that even though this is my only actual residence that I own, because I left my previous marriage / home in trust for my disabled child, the advice I was given by the conveyancing solicitors didn't meet standards. And they have all of the men have been coming for her. This is outside her flat, just down the road from you, actually.
Yeah, in Hove.
So when, you know, all of the other male Tory politicians have been caught hiding money offshore and not paying taxes, none of them had bitch spray painted outside of a house.
Yeah. And this is the thing, the reaction when a woman puts her foot wrong, and by the looks of it, unwittingly puts her foot wrong, and then she's now doing everything she can to correct it. When she puts her foot wrong, this is the response. And obviously it's a field day for Farage and his team, which, I mean, let's not even get into the hypocrisy of Farage talking about her mistakenly, following advice from she got advice from two different solicitors, and then gave that advice to the conveyancer, who then calculated the stamp duty based on the advice that she'd been given. And she had somebody check it out when this first kicked off a few months ago. Another lawyer checked it out and said it was fine. But now and she referred it to HMRC. They said that it was fine. She'd paid the right amount. Now it's kicked off again. She's referred it to another solicitor who said, I think it's wrong. And so she self-referred herself to the team that investigates stuff, like to say, you know what, can you check into this all? Because, you know, everything's conflicting. And she's like, if I made a mistake, I'll correct it. You know, and yet Farage is like buying houses and putting them in his girlfriend's name. And
so
you know, he's got companies that own
his girlfriend's name. He's the most, so Nigel Farage is the highest paid politician. He gets paid more that we know of, because obviously there'd be shit going on underneath the radar, than the Prime Minister. So he is the politician that gets paid the most. He makes over £1 million a year. And this is, and it's like, and everyone's like, well, how is she affording this house on her MP salary? Because it's called a mortgage, people get mortgages, it's a thing. And so, well, you know, why are they giving her a mortgage? Because she's only got like 5 years of guaranteed income. It's like, well, yeah, she's deputy prime minister. If she gets booted out of her constituency, you think she won't get a good paying job somewhere else?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's classism, it's misogyny, it is everywhere.
And the thing is, you know, the thing is, though, it's exactly what the right wanted, exactly what they love, you know, to do. And everyone that hates the Labour Party and hates Angela Rayner, you know, it's of course they're going to leap on this and behave this way. But like you say, when the male politicians do this and worse, like let's not forget how everyone was defending the Reform MP that has a conviction for literally beating up his girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's fine. That's fine. That's acceptable. They're fully in support
Jeremy
of him.
Hunt's been at it.
Remaining an MP. But she potentially made a mistake. It's not even clear that she has made a mistake. That's why it's gone to the adjudicator. This is not proof that she didn't pay. It's because it's so fucking complicated, because she has a house in trust for her son, which was paid for by a payout that she got. Nobody knows the exact circumstances, but to do with her son. Her son, you know, is long-term disabled and is going to require lifelong care. And so she had a settlement. She used it to put it in trust and bought a house that was then adapted for her son. She was married to her partner and he bought her out of the family home, and she used that money along with the mortgage to buy her home in Hove. Like that's how it's, but that's complicated.
Mm-hmm. And the other pad that she has is it's a grace and favour.
Oh, it's the MP pad. Place. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like the one that she gets every for being MP. Prime Minister.
Yeah. Every MP has a residence that they get with their MPship and their own home. Like that's normal.
Yeah.
And that's not, you know, that doesn't count when it comes to stamp duty. Otherwise every MP would be paying stamp duty on their second home. But yeah, to me it's the way they talk about her. And and the thing is that this is a woman who has had not a single blemish on her MP track record. I mean, she has never had any reason. This is the first time anyone's had any reason to call into question her integrity.
Well, remember she got slagged off on when she got her job, the Deputy Prime Minister job, because her outfit was expensive. So she gets that kind of shit. But no, she hasn't done anything bad.
She's never done anything. She's never been embroiled in controversy because of anything like this before. She's always acted with integrity.
She's never claimed any expenses to heat stables, for example, like other MPs have. So
she's been squeaky clean, and she's very outspoken in support of women. You know, yes, she's been embroiled in controversy around the reviews and stuff, but you know that's a matter of opinion as to what people feel about that. But when there are people who have a history of doing shit like this, and we don't hold them to the same level of scrutiny, and we don't do this to them when accusations are made, not even proven yet, it's very much just, it's misogyny, and it's just right, you know, the right wing hate. But you just don't. And this is the thing, this is why I always, you know, when one side of the argument is the side that has the people screaming for an all-white England and no black in the Union Jack, and writing slurs and
flinging you know flags up opposite neighbours of ours that
and physically attacking people who share an opposing view in public. I don't know if you saw the video of the guy that did the interview in the street with Sky News, and then the protesters just literally set upon him. It was really fucking horrific to watch as he walked away from the interview, because they didn't like the fact that he was saying there's no problems around here from asylum seekers. When that side, you're on the side that has those people in it, you do have to question if you're on the right side.
Yeah.
But yeah, this has just pissed me off, because my fear is that she is going to be the sacrificial lamb. Because if it's found that she didn't pay, even if it comes out that it was, you know, they see the evidence from the advice that she got, they see that it was an honest mistake, and it was just an incorrect advice, and she pays it, it won't matter. And I think she'd end up leaving rather than to save the party the embarrassment of all the controversy. And I just hate that, because she's the only one in government right now who is fighting for better protections against women and girls and children. She's the only one. And I think
the same protection that Reform are voting down.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really, it sucks to be her right now.
I know. Well, they take it in turns. They pick on her, then pick on Rachel Reeves, and then pick on her because they're women.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there we go.
So that's the first one. We'll have to wait and see. Although they've said that the review, the investigation result could come out as early as today. They basically put pressure on them because I think the evidence is all, the evidence is all there. They just need those people to have a look at it. But if they come out and say she hasn't done anything wrong, people won't believe it. So I don't think it
doesn't make any difference. Yeah.
Okay. Where should we go next?
I don't know what you all saw.
I don't know if you saw this one. It's Stephen Pillock. Sorry, Pollard.
I thought that was his actual name. I'm like, that's fitting.
Excuse me, Stephen Pollard. Fucking hate this man. Oh, he's horrendous. He's written this whole article about it's just full of hatred.
I have not seen this.
Greta Thunberg. And Telegraph as well posted it on TikTok with a whole bunch of images. And he basically calls her a narcissist. It says that she's just doing it for attention. Says that her basically, the shit obviously being kidnapped them being kidnapped last time. She was just saying, he was, just saying like how performative it was and how hysterical it was. And basically she's just doing all of this. She's doing all of this for attention. And this is a grown man slating a young woman who has spent her entire life pretty much advocating for environmental issues, and now is heading into Gaza with a whole bunch of other people to try and get supplies to people over there and raise awareness by being somebody that people would take notice of.
Yeah.
And he's just basically slating her and saying how much he hates her.
Videos about Greta looking like a 30-year-old as well. It's like it's like, what we're going to do to women. Let's say that they're not conventionally attractive, and that's going to devastate them.
Yeah, but it's also like, why do you care? Why does it bother you that her and a bunch of other people are trying to get aid to people in Gaza? Like, what? Why do you care? How does this impact you? Nothing that she is doing is causing any harm to anyone. Like, literally,
no harm.
The exact. Even if you disagree that there is an issue with the environment, even if you buy into all the Trump stuff and you say it's all been fabricated, it's all made up, so what? like she's out here campaigning for something that you think isn't a problem. Ignore her.
Yeah.
I think when fully grown men who should know better start picking on young women and talking about them like this, I mean, just this byline is horrific, isn't it? If you drew a Venn diagram of Palestine eco and trans activists, it would look like an eclipse of the sun.
What does that even mean?
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm assuming he's just, he talks about them all being unwashed and hippies, and I couldn't read the full article because I had to pay. You have to pay now to pay, and I was like, I'm not paying to that rag just to read this shit.
I know a secret place you can look at things. I'll send you the link. But
I was reading some.
Would you want to read it anyway?
A few people have screenshotted them and pulled out quotes and stuff from the article. But I just thought, men slating young women who are doing far more than they are. Stephen.
The PH. Yeah.
Ugh. Stefan. Yeah. I don't care what his name is. Call him Stephen.
Stephen. Yes.
Yeah. So yes.
Anyway.
And they always look like Stephen. I'm not going to put a picture up of him, but if you imagine the kind of middle-aged man that would sit down and write this kind of rage content about a young woman who is trying to do her best. He looks exactly like you think he would.
I remember in the Telegraph or something that was kind of, just, read the broadsheets.
Yeah, it was like considered highbrow and intellectual.
It's like,
oh, how it's gone downhill. Yeah. What a twat.
Yeah.
Yeah, the comments, Lucy says, yeah, he is horrendous. Thankfully, the comments called him out. Yes, they have called him out for it. They have not. They've not taken kindly to his attack on Greta Thunberg. Because let's face it, she is beloved. By most of us, she's beloved. Like, we protect that girl at all costs. I know she's like in her early 20s now, isn't she?
I know, but forever she'll be a little in my heart. She'll be little, like
little
sitting
Greta.
outside.
Yeah, standing up at the UN. She did that first speech at.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Telegraph is gutter press. Yes, it is. Yes.
It is. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, where are we going next?
God, hell. We're going to hell.
Right, like where are we going next?
Where are we going next? Let's look at the police.
I was going to say hell doesn't narrow it down. I was looking at both of them going, this doesn't narrow it down.
No.
Yes. Another one.
Yep.
Another one.
So WhatsApp group, basically the things. All right. Do I need to read some of this stuff out because it's like it is a lot. She says. I'm like,
maybe just give us a couple of examples.
No,
just so that we get a flavour.
So,
I mean, we don't need it. We know what they're saying.
Yes. So referred to a rape victim as the C word, like the bad one, who should be locked up, and suggested she probably got raw dogged in a park by two blokes after a night out and regrets it. Crudely labelling female colleagues mental or slags or both, and discussed anally raping another officer. And then they called some people the R word and the S word for just, the really bad words that we don't call disabled people. I don't know why this article went into the exact details of their racial background. That kind of made me think, oh, yeah, then they kept their jobs. They did not get sacked. They did not go to jail. They kept their jobs.
Why? Why did they keep their jobs? Has any explanation been given as to why they weren't kicked out immediately?
No, but again, there
needs to just be a fucking overhaul completely of the police. When we've got reports now confirmed, we always knew, but it's going to be part of the inquiry, that there are multiple reports that police were not just covering up the grooming gangs. They were in it. They're in it, which we knew as far as you can know without knowing.
Jimmy Savile used to have the most senior officers of the police force, I think Leeds, around his house every other week for tea.
Yeah, and we wonder why women and children are not being taken seriously when they go to the police. I don't know if you follow Rebecca Goodwin.
I know the name.
Yeah, she's incredible. I love Rebecca Goodwin. So she's an OnlyFans creator, and she has a TikTok account, and she is fucking hilarious.
Have we talked about her before in here?
We have talked about her before in here.
That'd be why.
She deals with the haters like chef's kiss. She's brilliant. And she made a lot of money. She's made a lot of money, like into the millions, with her content. And then she's used that money to buy houses, do them up, and rent them out to low-income families. Just like, as if I couldn't love her anymore just for being fucking a sassy bitch. She worked her way out of poverty. She's earning good money. But she was recently the victim of sexual assault. She reported it to the police, along with a 7-minute video of him assaulting her. And 3 weeks later, she'd heard nothing, and obviously had expected that he had been arrested and accidentally bumped into him in the local pub, at which point she realised that the police had done nothing. She put a video out on social media about it, and she was like, this is, naming him and just saying, basically, she goes, this isn't about me, this is about all women, the way that we're being failed by the police. The police then asked her to take it down because they said it could impact the trial, and she was like, reluctantly said, okay.
What
obviously
trial?
Not before obviously all of her fans got hold of it and were sharing it and talking about it. Anyway, he ended up turning himself in, apparently fearing for his own safety, because her fans are many. And
we are Legion.
Named him. We are Legion. Turned himself in, was remanded, appealed the remand, and is now back out walking the streets, free as a bird. And so she's put another video up, clearly visibly upset about it. And she's just like, they're just not taking it seriously. She goes, why, when you've got that much evidence, you shouldn't just be letting them out when they live in the same town. Where's her protection from him?
No.
So yeah, there's just none of it, none of it's set up to support women. They don't believe women. No. And if this is the way they're talking about them in a WhatsApp group, like, we're not going to believe that they then switch that off and start taking the victims seriously when they're sat in front of them. Of course not. No. This is what they're thinking.
Yep.
And this is why nothing gets done.
Mm-hmm.
So less than 3%, isn't it? 3% of all reports actually make it to court.
There's a guy in Newcastle this week, I can't remember his name is, and I can't remember the exact number, but an obscene amount of child porn walked free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what's his name off the telly? He had the presenter, I can't remember his name now. He was it last year, because we covered it on here. Yes. Again, obscene amount, and some of that was the most serious category.
Yeah, this guy as well.
2 years suspended.
Just, get on with your life. Well, let's not put any paedophiles in jail anymore, because that would be whatever.
Yep. Which takes us nicely on to the next example. Lucy says, love Rebecca, sister of supporting her because she's a matriarch in every sense. Yes.
Is she on Instagram? I can't get onto TikTok. It's like,
she is on Instagram. And obviously, once she talked about the fact that she was assaulted, so many men came out and said that because of what she does.
You deserve it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Asking for it. What were you wearing? Yeah.
Well, just said because the work she does. It's like, what do you expect? You're a sex worker. You're asking for it. Basically saying if you're a sex worker, you can't be raped. Like, it's just not possible, because you're just always up for it then. And I left a comment. Somebody made a video. I left a comment and said, if I see a boxer walking down the street and I go and punch him in the face, that's assault.
No, it isn't, because he's a boxer, so he's asking for it.
Yeah, and nobody would disagree with that. No. But when it comes to sex and women, if you're promiscuous, if you sleep with people and enjoy sex, more than an amount that men deem appropriate.
To be fair, it doesn't make any difference. If you're, if you're not interested in sex or completely love it, you're going to be judged. So you might as well just do you.
Yep. So anyway, which takes us on to our next one. Ooh, this guy. Oh. So this guy was he was the golden boy, top surgeon, transplant surgeon. Mm-hmm. And he was accused of sexual harassment of 4 different women. Mm-hmm. And he was suspended for 12 months, and they've just gone, come back in. No more punishment for you. And apparently he's gone on this huge, gave this whole speech at the committee thing about how remorseful he is, and he's done all this work, and now he even wants to work as an advocate for other people, to teach them about power dynamics, because he now realizes how wrong he was, and he's done all this growing, and they've gone, oh, of course, come back in. Yeah, like, fuck the 4 women that you sexually harassed and probably permanently impacted their careers. Come back to work. We love you. Can we suck your penis because you're such a great guy? I don't want to. That's how I feel like they're kind of fawning. The way we fawn over men that do any growth whatsoever.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm always suspicious of men that say that they've done,
reformed.
done the work.
So they find Jesus, like, you know, the Russell
Oh,
Brand.
we're thinking of that one in particular.
Yeah. I found Jesus. Yeah. Jesus is not interested, sweetheart.
No. And it's just a slap in the face to the victims. It's just a slap in the face. I don't care how much growth or work he's done. I don't think he should be working in that job anymore.
No.
It wasn't one woman, one off. You know, maybe he took it too far. There's 4 separate women.
And that's the ones that actually disclosed. There would be more. Because this is not, this is like, I accidentally, you know, groped somebody. This is a campaign. So there will be lots of them.
Yeah. Yeah. I would put good money that these 4 are not the only 4.
Grr.
So yeah. But yeah, 12 months suspension. I don't know if it was full pay or not. Probably was though. Yeah. And then just let him back in. That's it. All is forgiven. All is forgiven. All is forgotten. Please come back, and we're going to put you in a position where you can do this to more people.
Grr.
Because now you know that the worst thing that's going to happen is you get a suspension, little slap on the wrist.
Yeah. But we talked about that the guy was in the Netherlands that raped a medical student that raped one of his classmates, and they didn't want to deprive him of his career, so they just allowed him back on the course. Yeah.
So she then had the choice of staying on the course and seeing him every fucking day, or leaving. And I just, you know, how much would that have impacted her ability to enjoy the rest of the course that she'd paid for, but also learn as much as she needed to if she had to sit in a room with a rapist every single day. Just beggars belief to me. They're so worried about protecting these men who do horrific things, and just expect the woman just to go, okay, cool. And this one, okay, next one. But, you know, start sleeping with one eye open there, Michelle.
I know. So yes, the 2022 femicide census has basically said there's been more women killed by their sons than
I think
random
sons
strangers.
Is the second largest group of perpetrators of femicide. Intimate partners first, sons second. Yeah,
which flies in the face of all of the current rhetoric that you did a post about this week about how it's, you know, random strangers, you know, people, immigrants, people that came over on boats that are doing it, and it's like, it ain't though, is it?
Well, things we know it's not. And we know it's not. Imagine how they're going to feel when they deport all of the immigrants, and, you know, rape and sexual assault and harassment figures don't actually go down.
Because they're not going to go down.
Of course they're not.
It's not.
It's not, yeah. And what we talk about, 0.04% of the population. In fact, I think there are more sexual assaults than there are actual immigrants or asylum seekers in the country right now. Yeah, it's 28,000, I think, refugees and asylum seekers have come through. Because, you know, people talk about immigrants, but they forget that the vast majority of those are students, married people that come in with employment. But yeah, refugees and asylum seekers, I think 28,000. How many sexual assault reports were there last year?
Shitloads.
600,000. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And that's the
I mean,
report.
either that tiny minority of people have been very fucking busy, or
Mhm.
it's not actually them that's doing it.
Yep. Oh, so yeah, just
Yeah.
like great fun.
Yeah. I think if I mean, I'm not recommending it, but if anyone hasn't read the femicide report, it's an important read. It is an important read for some of the statistics and stuff in there.
Horrendous.
There are some pretty horrific things. Yes. I think one of the more interesting parts of it as well is looking at, I think there's more work being done to look at potentially quite a large number of suicides
Oh yeah.
of women.
Question mark
Suicides,
ones. Yeah.
question mark ones. And I was seeing that this week as well with you've seen you remember the woman that was jogging and then they found her in the lake, the second one, not the first one with the dog, the second one, which the police are still writing off as suicide. The coroner's now opened a full investigation because he believes that the circumstances are suspicious. Well, not suspicious, what's the word? Unnatural. He's classed it as an unnatural death. So he's opened a full investigation, but the police are not budging and won't investigate it because in their minds it's a suicide. But they reckon that the number of femicides per year could be 3 times as many as it is, because
people are getting away with framing it
as suicide. Yeah.
So there was this week in America, there was a survivors of the Epstein stuff conference, and so many of them were coming on saying, I'm not suicidal, I don't drink, blah blah blah, you know, if anything happens to me, this is because I'm speaking up about this. And
yeah,
I found it really interesting that MTG, well, I can't remember her actual name, is Marjorie Taylor Greene, is that she's a Republican.
yes,
This is like historically fairly awful Republican Congress / senator, is basically saying, I'm gonna, tell me all the names. I'm gonna read them out in Congress / the Senate. Like, yeah, like what happened? But yeah, they're all coming on saying that they're not suicidal and they don't drink and they don't take drugs. So if anything happens, then look at this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, do you know what, that almost made it in. That was one of my picks this week, is the number of people calling the women at the conference liars.
And the fact that Trump ordered a flyby to stop them talking.
Yeah, to fly over while they were sharing their testimonies. And the fact that I don't know all the names of the roles, but I think not the Attorney General, but someone else in that kind of role published the list of the names of the women that had come forward, I think the day before the conference, in order to make it look like they had only just come forward.
Yeah, no, the fact that they've been talking about this since they were children. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And that they've had those names, and those women came forward, and they've been there for like years and years and years and years, but they dropped this kind of updated or new list of people that had come forward and positioned it like they were all brand new women, which then led a lot of people to say that they thought they were lying. Just all manufactured.
Trump said they were lying, and it was
and we don't need any. Yeah, we don't need any help disbelieving women.
No, we don't.
LinkedIn user, sorry guys, if I can't see the name because it doesn't come through on here. So when you refer to the femicide report, it's the femicide census published in 2022. Yes, it is. And then I think there's like some commentary. There's a commentary report around it as well. Okay, last one. And then we get to do some FAFOs.
It's like, it's more.
Oh, buckle up, ladies and gents. Ugh, it's going to do that thing now where the video doesn't play. Hang on.
Okay! Fucking hey! Fuck you!
It goes on, a few more clips. There's two things for me that pissed me off about this video, aside from just fucking men losing their shit and smashing up TVs, is that somebody put this compilation together, but shared how funny it was. Like, and the people in the comments were just, oh my God, it's so fucking funny. Oh my God, like, men are just so hilarious. I was like,
that's terrifying.
Yeah.
If they're doing that on film, what are they doing not on film?
And you see, like, in some of the clips, like, I think it was like the third one where the woman sat there, like, that TV landed on her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the complete disregard for other people's safety. There was a couple that were in pubs, you know, public spaces, and that guy threw a glass at the TV.
It's criminal
that
damage.
Glass could have shattered everywhere. It's, for me, it's just, yeah, we know men do this, and they punch holes in walls and doors, but I think the way that we make jokes about this, like, it's fucking horrific behavior. Like, under no circumstances should this be considered acceptable or excusable, let alone funny.
No.
I think, and until we get to a point where we stop normalizing this kind of behavior from men, we're never going to solve any of the issues that we're currently having. You know, it's this, you know, when people talk about, oh, men are just full of testosterone and men need to smash things, men need to break things. They don't. They don't need to smash things and break things.
They spend a couple of grand on a TV and then we're going to smash that shit up. You're not a rock star in the 1980s. Get a grip.
No. Yeah. I like to think if somebody did this in my house, they would be out that door so fucking quick. Like, could you imagine if we did this? If we saw a woman do that on camera, we'd all be shocked.
So what is wrong with her? What's happened? You know? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do sometimes feel like doing it, but there are places you can go. The rage rooms, you can go to these places, you get goggles, they give you stuff and you can smash that shit up. Like, I'm down for that. Absolutely, 100%. But to do this in somebody's home with people around and to lose your shit over a fucking football game. And then they try and say that women are the more emotional gender. And I go, dude, we express a broader range of emotions for sure. Because we're allowed to. So don't get me wrong, like, I understand that this is a result of repressed emotions and men feeling like this is the only way that they're allowed to express their emotion.
They shouldn't be allowed to do this.
But then when people are sharing this stuff and then saying how funny it is, they are excusing it. They are making it just seem like it's normal behavior. Yeah.
Yeah. If my child did this, I would. Yeah.
I was watching it, waiting for someone to stitch that video and say, but it didn't come. And then I read the caption and I was like,
you have to do the stitch.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's on my list of ones that I'm going to talk about. But then the comments, I was just like, geez, guys, this isn't funny. Why are we making out this is funny? Okay. So that brings us to the end of that part of the show. So I have one FAFO and I have one special mention. So this one, I'm going to just play a little bit of this one. So I don't know if you guys have seen, but do you remember the Katie? So Katie Price has been in the press quite a bit recently. She's got 2 ex-partners trying to tear her down in the public eye. But one, I'm pretty sure this is what's been happening over the last few months is people have been rewatching the the reality show. And on the rewatch, he does not come off that well. Like his behavior towards her is pretty awful. And in our now more enlightened state as women, and we understand about coercive control and abuse is more than just hitting and punching, it's not been looking good for him. And so, funnily enough, he suddenly starts releasing statements. And then Alex Reid starts releasing videos of Katie Price, and the women did not fucking stand for it. So I'm going to show you a few of the clips just so that you can see for yourself if you don't remember the documentary. It's not playing. Right, one sec.
Technology.
I know. It used to do this all the time. And then it fixed itself.
Social media on its own has become the problem. I think with AI involved in it, it is a whole different level.
Yeah.
It's scary now. Very stupid, arrogant little fucking cow. Former page 3 slut and pop pin up.
No, why? What? Give you? I don't know how to give it to you.
Oh, bullshit. Come on, do it to the thing.
I'm going to pause it there. This clip, just before he did this, she had been talking to the camera about the fact that she was pregnant at the time, she was bleeding, and she was concerned she was going to miscarry. He brushed it off and just said, it'll be totally fine. And then the next second put his foot in between her breasts and said, can you give me a tea wank? And pushed into doing this. While she was at this particular point, she was concerned that she was having a miscarriage. Just pointing that out.
This is Kate. Hi, baby.
Here we go. Why do you always put me down?
It's in your ass. Is it in yet? And it doesn't mean my knob's small. It means your ass is big. Honestly, you're just such an attention fucking seeker.
Anything else you want to burn?
Yeah, you. Fucking idiot. I hope you learn a lesson and come down a peg or two because you're too up your own ass. You're looking a bit like a tart. And she just said to her, you got to stop this shit now. You got to do it.
Inspection. Right, do you really want people to see that?
No, but they're not. Think you're going to get away with it?
And he's blaming that on AI.
Oh yeah, no, he didn't blame it on AI. He did that interview and was just talking generally about social media and AI. And some of that stuff's not even the worst stuff that's out there, but that was a compilation one. Anyway, so just to give you a flavour of why the women are now rallying behind Katie Price. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying she's the best person in the fucking world, but I do have a little bit of a soft spot for her. But the women rallied and they are having none of this shit. Like even with Alex Reid, that story's been squashed. Peter Andre coming out trying to, spread not misinformation, but trying to present things, to make her look bad. And they not only have they been suppressing all of those posts and fighting back, they have taken her 2017 hit song that she released, and they have taken it to number 1 in the iTunes pop charts, and she got number 3 in the UK top 40 on Sunday. Even the DJ was like, I can't believe I'm saying this, but number 3 is Katie Price's song from 2017.
Brilliant.
And I love it. I love to see. It took a long time, I think, for Peter Andre to get his comeuppance for the way he treated her.
I didn't ever watch that, so I didn't see any of that, but Christ.
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I remember watching some of it at the time and not really thinking it was bad. And he's always come out of that situation as the hero, and she's always come out of it as like she's the bad one. And then you look back at this stuff and I go, holy moly. And yeah, so the women, they came together and they're taking these men down, and I love to see it. And then the final one is I just
Just a special
love this.
mention. Yes.
I just love this clip. I love it so much. See if it'll play. No.
Maybe next time.
Significant is the fact that Tony Blair's involved in discussions about a post-war Gaza?
Well, I guess it's because Satan was unavailable.
I'm just going to play that again because
How significant is the fact that Tony Blair's involved in discussions about a post-war Gaza?
Well, I guess it's because Satan was unavailable.
The picture they've got of him is like quite terrifying.
Yeah, and I checked. It's not AI. She actually said it. She then kind of went on to then talk about why she said it. But it's for me, it's the deadpan. It's so quick. It's national TV. And she was like, well, I guess because Satan was unavailable. And I just, oh my goodness.
No, Satan was in America trying to get them to put sanctions on us, wasn't he, this week? So yeah.
Oh, and they say that we don't have freedom of speech. Oh, for those brief few seconds, she was my hero. So even though it's not technically a FOFO, just an excuse for me to watch it again.
Oh dear.
So, yes.
It was heavy this week.
It was heavy this week. Yes, that was quite a lot to go through. Oh, let me just check to see if we've had quite a few comments actually. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, Sadie says it's a wonderful podcast. Is this your first time, Sadie? I'm just joking.
I think she was it last week.
She was.
Yeah.
We got some Rebecca Goodwin supporters.
Yeah.
Amazing. Oh, yes. Can't remember the exact stats, but domestic violence goes up after the loss of a football game. Yes, I think it's 34% if England lose, 26% if they win or draw. Lisa, did you save the WTF for the end? Yes, Lucy, that was pretty bad.
Yeah.
But yes, anyway, thank you so much for joining us. And for all your comments and engagements. It's always nice when we get feedback. Not that we wouldn't still just do this even if nobody was watching. We have had some weeks where no one was watching, and we still do it.
But they watched it. They eventually watched. I think people are like, oh, this is interesting. We'll go and watch the replay. Yeah. So God, people.
Yes. Yeah. And then we are about to do our favorite thing, which is find out which still LinkedIn pics for the holding screen. When they publish. There's some quite interesting. If you go to obviously you can go to past events. The thumbnail, the LinkedIn chooses. There's some pretty hilarious.
It's normally my face.
Faces.
I can't. What's the word? I cannot control what my face does. It just does. Let it.
It's just my face.
Hang on. Here we go. I can see it. Hang on. It's going to show me. Oh, yeah. You look all like cute and sweet and innocent, and I'm like.
That's because I am cute and sweet and innocent. And what are you talking about, Michelle?
Okay. Yeah, I look like I'm like, what are you doing, Felice? Yeah.
Yeah.
We were just for me.
We were talking before about if we were a Taylor Swift song, which one would we be? And we decided. Actually, we didn't get to yours. We just talked about me. I'm so narcissistic. Yeah.
All right, Greta.
It's karma or vigilante ship.
Mm-hmm.
Or this is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah,
that's very much the vibe. All right, we'll have to think of yours, and we'll announce it next week.
Awesome.
To give you a reason to come back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
So what's Michelle's song according to Taylor Swift?
Yes. If you were, which song would be your vibe? Yes. So we'll be back next week, normal time, 10:30, with more of this because the world is never short on supply. We will never ever run out of things to say. So it will still be like in our 80s in a nursing home, still doing WTF.
No, I know.
So we will see you next week. Have a brilliant
Yeah.
week. And again, as always, if you see any examples and you want to share them with us, please do. Our DMs are always open. If you want to share stuff and just rage to us privately in the comments in our DMs, you can also do that as well. And we shall see you next Friday.
Next Friday. Yeah.
Yeah. Have a great weekend. And obviously next Friday, you'll get the update on the weather as well.
Yes.
Which we know everybody loves. But we are going to go and enjoy the sunshine.
Yep.